Hey everybody, it's Chris from CycleLane.Bike. Today we're taking a look at the often forgotten but quite important part of your drivetrain, the jockey wheels. The jockey wheels are part of your derailleur and are what help hold the tension correctly on the chain along with the derailleur. The jockey wheels are pretty quick and easy to clean, but we often forget about them when cleaning the chain and the bike. It's important that we do clean them though occasionally, because the two jockey wheels can create extra drag on the drivetrain. So here we have the bottom jockey wheel and the upper jockey wheel hidden behind the derailleur here. They're pretty easy to get at. In this case, we're going to leave the derailleur in place. You can whip it off here at the derailleur hanger, and then that gives you a little bit more flexibility to move it around. But in this case, just for a quick clean, you don't really need to. So you just need about a 3mm Allen key, and we'll just pull it out. Now bear in mind that this is still under load, so you want to hold it. So move that forward just to take the load off it. So for the bottom jockey wheel, because it's fairly much a sealed unit, all you really need to do is just grab a rag and give it a bit of a clean off. You should be able to have a look under there. Take that off. Give the bearing face a little bit of a clean, just to make sure that there's nothing really getting in and around this in this rubber seal here, because that's what keeps all the road grime and everything out and keeps your bearing running smoothly. Now when you do take the little covers off, there is a little insert. You don't want to lose that. Clean your little outer pieces, and that's the lower bearing taken care of. Here we have the back side of the derailleur. So you can see here, this is how you get at the other pulley. So it's just a matter of undoing it there. So here I've got the upper pulley and the G pulley as it's called, and the piece of the derailleur. Just give it a bit of a clean off. Then here's your pulley. There's a little outer sealed, outer cover, which is in between the little rubber seal here. So you take that off, and then inside is two ceramic pieces. So there's your inner ceramic piece, and your outer ceramic piece is just there. And then they are what provide you the pulley. So the first thing to do is just give it a bit of a clean up, just to make sure that no road grime is in there. My one's pretty clean because I kind of do this quite regularly. Just give the ceramic pulley a little bit of a tickle up inside. These seals, just give them a little bit of a wipe off, because they're the bit that hold out the bits and pieces. I use some Teflon based chain lube. In this case, I'm using the Muck Off dry lube. So it's really easy. All you need to do is just put a little bit inside here, and then you slip the insert back in, give it a run around, just wipe off the excess there, and then put the outer pieces back on. When you are looking at it, it's worth just looking at these faces to see how they're wearing, because if you do have excessive wear, it's time to replace them. Now that you've got it all cleaned up, you've got to put it back together. I like to start with it in the kind of in the one piece put together, because it just makes it that little bit easier. We're not going to worry about where the chain is just yet. Also, it's a good idea to use some Loctite. There, I'm using Loctite 243. It's not too aggressive, it's a medium strength so that you can get it out again. This means you don't have to do it quite so tight and it won't come undone. So you just put a small dab on the end of the nut or bolt. With it all assembled, we bring it under, pull that down just a touch, the derailleur down a little bit. And then when you get that into place, screw it on a few threads so it's just holding there, because you do need to bring the chain back around and under. On the derailleur there's a small piece. The chain needs to go under, and then when you've got that sort of in the right spot, bring it up, hold it there, loosely. Leave it a little bit loose right now because we're going to put the other jockey wheel back in. So taking care to make sure that the jockey wheel is spinning the right way. Grab your little bolt, grab your Loctite again, just a dab. What I'll do is I'll put that in the chain, bring that around. You need to line up the holes. And then when you've got the holes kind of lined up, tighten up, but before you do, make sure you've got your chain sitting on the jockey wheel. So you've got the chain in place. Then we just tighten it up. Then we whip round the other back side just to make sure that this other one's tight. So there we have it. That's how to clean your jockey wheels. Mine were pretty clean, so they didn't really require any abrasive chemicals or anything on them. If you do need to clean them up, if you haven't done it in a while, then I recommend using something like BrakeLane. Petrol's just a little bit aggressive. If you really don't have anything like that, then perhaps some terps or some white spirits if you have that. Meths also could be used, but I would avoid petrol. So it's a 5-10 minute job, but it will help reduce the friction and drag on your bike and make your cycling a more pleasurable experience. It also translates to both mountain and road bikes. So if you're in grimy, dirty conditions on your mountain bike, you probably want to do this a bit more regularly as well. Thanks for watching.